Mortgage costs, they're going up. But just how much? Well, the Bank of England has done some work on this. It's quite interesting. It's showing you, it's kind of breaking down over the course of the coming months how many households, so the bars are showing numbers of households, are facing relatively small increases, pretty big increases, and very big increases in their monthly mortgage payments. That's going through to the end of 2023. Just look at what happens afterwards. So going through to 2026, if you add all of that up, that is nearly 1 million households facing an increase of more than £500, well, 500 or more a month, so £6,000 or more a year. It just gives you a sense of the scale of what's being faced. Some people are facing even bigger increases than that. Raising a question, what does this mean for the overall financial system? Well, have a look at this. This is showing you the percentage of households, so the higher that is, the bigger the proportion of households who face really high debts at the moment, basically debts that are worth about 70% of your income. Those were really high at the time of the financial crisis. The interesting thing, and quite striking here, given how high interest rates are, is this line is still quite low, and even if interest rates go up a fair bit in the next few months, the Bank of England thinks it's still a long way shy of where it was back at the financial crisis. So a little bit of good news there, although it all, of course, depends on what happens to interest rates. If they go up a lot, then that could well change, and that depends on this other line. It depends on inflation. So much comes back to this. This actually is US inflation. Again, the higher the line is, the faster the rate of prices going up. And look, latest data has just come in. It's actually showed that's coming down. It's close to normal levels, about 3% in the US. Look at the Eurozone, that's also coming down. But here's the odd one out. Look, the UK, unfortunately, still very high inflation. Kind of went along up with everyone else and stubbornly high at 8.7%. And now everything ultimately depends on what happens to that red line. Does it come down in the future? That will have a big bearing on interest rates and pretty much everything.